You know, I've really been following politics very little by my own standards. And one reason is because I'm just so exhausted about it after this last 8 years. And, you know, really, I think Obama needs a chance. I don't want to be one of the people hyperventilating on every move. I don't want to give him 3 months or 4 months and see what he builds up. I do think other people should be hyperventilating on every move. That's a part of politics. And I have no fear or worry that there are people interested to do that. But one thing that's bugging me right now is there's all of this on the news from NPR to Rush Limbaugh about the stimulus package and how pork filled it is and should we, be doing it, and there's governors coming on saying, Republican governors, maybe we won't accept it. And it's like, what is with all, okay, the scrutiny is great. Yeah, I love it. Great. Lots of scrutiny. Well, what the hell happened with the 350 billion Bush spent? We didn't scrutinize every $4 million project on that thing. We didn't even know where it went. We just heard, yeah, it's approved. The next day we hear, yeah, they spent it. And oh, by the way, they can't remember where they spent it. And I don't remember a big, yeah, Russia's like, well, it's not a good idea, not very, this kind of thing, you know. But none of this scrutiny. And for one reason, because we weren't even told. We just lost track of 350 billion. Yeah, we gave it to them. We're not sure. They'll probably use it for something good. Whereas now you actually know, oh, there's 100 million going to this and a billion going to that, and so we're debating it all. But it's just so funny. It's kind of like with Somalia, where Bush Senior got us in there, and then Republicans like to blame that on Clinton, who was given that mess. It's like they just love doing this kind of thing. It's like we start this spend-a-thon during Bush, and they vote for it, the money gets spent, it disappears, and you barely hear a peep. Now it's Obama, and you know where the money's going, and all we're going to hear about is how we won't be able to keep track of that, we won't know where it's going, and look at all this pork. It's like you were fine with it when your guy did it. That's your problem. It's like you want to act. These conservatives want to act like they're all principled, but it's really just, if their buddy's spending the money, fine. We don't even need to know where it went. We trust you. You did so well with everything else. Sure, go for it. Now it's all, complaining and whining about every little thing. Hey, I hope those Republican governors do turn down the money. Let all the money go to the Democratic states. And, I don't even know if it's going to help or not, but I know that it's not going to help to be, if the whole stimulus package hurts the economy, it's not going to help those states to be in the hurt economy and not have had the stimulus. So let them do it. I'm fine. And, it's just so hypocritical. And they're going to talk about how fiscally irresponsible it was and stuff, whereas they had a million passes and excuses for Bush. So screw that. And I guess we'll just see how it turns out after all the whining and spending is over.